millennials, welcome again to the Boss Woman Talks episode here on the African channel. I am Nompumelelo Skosana and I am a boss woman. So this is a space or a platform where we just want to have conversation that will advance us as people and to take up space as Zozi has asked us. So today we are speaking about mental health. It's been said that 1 in 5 women suffers from mental health issues. So let's define mental health. I'm sure we all have different definitions that we have when it comes to mental health, but I'll say mine. I will say mental health, it is a state of being that affects my emotional, my psychological, my social part of life. Basically how I operate when it comes to my mental capacity and my intellectual capacity. Do boss women suffer from mental health? Oh yes, honey, it goes down there. It goes down. But on a serious note, as you are a young person, a young woman who's trying to build something from scratch and getting an opportunity to lead a project, also getting an opportunity to work on your business and to work on your dreams, your mental health will be challenged. That is for sure. Basically, you just see depression flashing before your eyes if you do not fall into depression, because there's a lot that goes on. First of all, you are doing stuff for the first time that you've never done before. Sometimes you're even the first one in your family to go to university. You are first one in your family to build a business from scratch. You are the first one in your family or in your society to make a decision that, you know what, I am going to follow my dreams. I'm going to chase them and I'm going to stop at nothing to get those dreams. The downside about those, nobody wants to talk about the day you get broke. Nobody wants to talk about the day you don't have money for petrol and you have a client that you want to go to. Nobody wants to go talk about when you get like 20 rejections from auditions. Nobody wants to talk about when you fail in your course. We just want to talk about only the beauty, only about the successes. But boss women do face mental health. But yet again, it's not because of the things that you face in the journey, but also it's our childhood traumas. What happened to you as a child does create a toll in your mental health. Most of us have been emotionally abused, sexually abused, and even our esteems have been crushed by our teachers, by our community people, So as a boss woman, chances are you will definitely face mental health issues. If you say when you've never faced those, well, good for you. But most of us as boss women, as young people who are radical, who want to go after stuff that we believe that they are aligned with our dreams, we do face mental health issues. Moving into why is our mental health important? I always tell people this. Your mind is your birth canal. The thoughts, things you consume by reading, the songs you listen to, they play a big part. So it being the birth canal, it means the good and the bad, that's where they're being processed. Before you start saying things or before you say the product, it's a product of what is in your mind. So your mental health obviously comes number 1. I know some people will disagree with me because some people believe that the heart is the engine of the body, but I would say it's the mind. If your mind is not working or if you're not performing at your highest frequency, then there's a problem. And I believe that each and every body, or each and every part of your body will be affected. If you say, you know what, my feet are painful, I cannot go there. You're not gonna go there. Why? Because you already told your mind that you're not gonna go there. So your mental health comes number 1 before anything. And coming back to our communities, especially our Black communities, mental health related issues have been a taboo. I don't know, they have been necessarily been a taboo, or we just did not know what is mental health, or we did not know how to handle it. I mean, I always tell people this. I only heard the word mental health first year or second year, guys. Like, I don't think I've once heard the word mental health in high school. or being aware about it. It was only in university. But when looking back, I can see that there were days where I used to cry myself to sleep without telling a friend, without telling my mom or whoever, but I would be feeling so down, especially when let's say you experience failure, loss, being bullied, low self-esteem issues, feeling that you're not enough, or you're just good for nothing. Also, being physical abuse or sexually abuse does make kids also suffer from mental related issues. But we just, as a society, we were not educated enough to know what's happening. For example, with the child, they will say, umntwana lo uyadelela. Akuyazwa umntwana lo. Umntwana lo uphendula abantu abakhulu. Umntwana lo uyaganga, ngifuna umbona. Or umntwana lo ukhulumela futhi. You know? Oh, hayi uyathemba loyo vele uthanda ukuzivalela ngekamareni, akathanda ukukhuluma nabantu. But nobody would say, baby, I can see you're not okay, come here. Because you've been closing yourself in your room the entire day. Come, let's talk what's happening. Or your teacher says to you, you've been quiet the whole day today in class. What's going on? All they will say that, no, ubanibani uyadelela or ubanibani uyazitshela akadlali nabanye abantwana, not knowing that this person is being troubled where their mental capacity is concerned. So that is why mental health is so important. So now that we are aware of mental health, how do we maintain our mental health? You know, how we navigate through life with a great mental health. I mean, we want to be trailblazers. We want to be ultra performers. As you know, I'm sure you don't know, but now you know, I attend the Robin Sharma Church. I attend the Robin Sharma Church. Thanks to Mpumi Lidwaba. She was the one who liked talking about Robin Sharma because he's the author of the 5 a.m. Club. So it was last year during the lockdown, when the president announced the 21 days lockdown, I decided I was going to read the 5 a.m. Club book. Man, it changed my life personally. It changed my life because there are systems and routines that I chose to apply them in my life just to avoid being depressed, just to avoid being down. For example, I would say doing the stuff that you love, setting some time to do the stuff that you love, waking up early and have some ritual. Your ritual could be listening to a podcast. After listening to a podcast, you read a scripture. Obviously, it's different strokes for different folks. But you cannot be a person who's all over the place. You need to have a structure. I always say this, whether it's a weekly plan, whether it's a to-do list, but you need to have a structure. Why is it important to have a structure, or how do we relate to our mental health? You feel good as a person when you have scheduled how you do things. So you need to have a structure. Thanks to Robin Sharma. Another one, seek therapy. If you feel like you have unresolved issues that you have in your life and you feel like they are holding you back, do seek therapy. And I know therapy, it's kind of expensive in South Africa, but thank God our government health facilities are now creating a space where they allow people to book for therapy for free. Oh yes, there are organizations like that. We bless the Lord because wow, therapy is quite expensive, but it is important. Somebody once said that I wish we went to therapy the way we go to gym, the way we go to our favorite restaurants, the way we plan for meals just to lose weight. It's the same thing that we should do with therapy. Because you can take care of your body, you can take care of your finances, but also your mental health can be at stake. So we need to, it's more like checking. So we need to frequently check in with ourselves. I even made a Facebook post last year that when was the last time you went out for coffee? Why are you going out for coffee alone? Because you want to have a meeting with yourself and asking yourself, hey, Nompumelelo, how are you doing? How are you? You know, it does help. It does help, especially when you're in the process of seeking therapy. One thing I also would like to mention, I know it sounds a bit like it does not work and all that, but they do work. Do affirmation. Because sometimes there's that voice that says you are a failure, you are a loser. But doing affirmations every morning and say, hey girl, you are who you think you are. You are a queen, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are not a failure. Your past does not define you, your present does not define your future. Doing affirmations is part of taking care of what? Your mental health. Another way of taking care of your mental health is basically withdrawing from situations that make you feel down, making you feel like you are worthless. Withdraw every time. As far as you can't be in a situation where you are tolerating people who are draining your energy, people who are hindering your creativity just because maybe you wanna feel wanted, maybe you want to belong. You cannot do that to yourself because it creates a toll on your mental health. One of the main examples that we usually find ourselves talking about is a bad working environment. A working environment that compromises your mental health. It is your right to talk to your boss or the HR department and tell them that due to 1, 2, 3, this and that, please guys, I cannot operate. I cannot work like this. As I said earlier, that for you to become a trailblazer, the environment should be able to accommodate that. So don't be shy or don't be afraid to approach your HR, write an email to your boss and say, due to 1, 2, 3, and 4, I cannot perform at my highest frequency, if I may put it that way. Because 2 weeks ago, my mom shared with me that one of her friends died and nobody knew what she was suffering from, only to find out later that this person was under pressure at work. She was being given a lot of responsibility, more than she could handle. So that caused a toll on their mental health. Imagine, guys, that's sad. Another one, the last one that I would like to share, I'm sure you have more. You can give us there in the comment sections and tell us how do you maintain your mental health. This one is sleep or rest. I know boss women, they're workaholics, man. You feel guilty when you're not doing anything. You feel guilty when it's a Saturday and you don't have work to do. But you need to set some time out. Basically, scheduling time to rest. You need to sleep so that you can recharge and be back and be yourself again, so that you can release the toxic spirits, if I may put it that way, to release the toxic spirit and be one with yourself. So you need to rest, you need to sleep. Somebody once said that if you do not schedule some time to rest, honey, your body will decide for you. So rest, mama, rest, honey. Rest. We need to rest for you to be the best performer, for you to show up as a great mom, a great sister, a great entrepreneur, a great artist, a great career woman. You need to rest also, because you cannot operate like a machine and think it's not gonna affect you. So that was us with the Boss Woman Talks. I am Nompumelelo Skosana, and your mental health comes number 1.